Hello guys, today we are here with another episode of the Road Talk. We are here with my friend, the Christopher, the motherfuck. We are going to talk about fast discipline, mindset, mental frameworks we had, or what we are trying to get. So, the first thing which I want to touch on is that not so long ago I had a fast, a 60-hour fast. It was the hardest thing in my life which I have ever done. Have you ever done this long fast, or what kind of have you done?
Yes, the most amount of fast that I've done is 72 hours. It was during school, and it was ruthless. I mean, your whole immune system and your body is not ready for that kind of activity. And during that time, I had much more mental clarity when I was working, but when I was not focused on working, I was constantly thinking about I should eat something, I need a bit of food, otherwise I cannot function. But I had to realize that when I was fasting, my body was rejuvenating itself. So overall, it was a great experience, but yeah. How was your experience?
Well, but for me, it was a bit different because, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3", 193 centimeters. I'm 85 kg, so I do need a ton of calories to maintain my weight and all this stuff. But I'm very used to eating, so it was really, really hard for me that to not eat. Not 24 hours was easy. That 24 hours is easy. That's not a problem. But the second day was a bit different. Like all the time, I was thinking about food. Like I didn't have that much work. Like I was working, but didn't have too many. That I didn't have time to think. I had time to think. The thing is that while working, I had a bigger. I had better mental frameworks. Like I was thinking more clear. But when I was not working, I couldn't focus on anything else than eating.
Mhm.
And that was the hard part. And for me, this was the longest, the 60 hour, and definitely I will do this year a 3-day fast. It's not the thing that is hard. Okay, it's hard, it's going to be hard, but that your mind is always thinking that okay, you need to eat, okay, you need to eat. That's the hardest part for me. Like, not that my stomach is hurting or something like this, but okay, let me just sit down and work. Not that in the back of my head I was thinking like, okay, I need to eat, I need to eat, I need to eat, I need to eat. No, you don't need to eat. You will live. You will not have any problems, but it's in your in your subconscious mind that you're thinking all the time like, okay, food, 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 food. No, bro, stop it. Like, food is not needed to live. Like, you can live off. I have a very good body fat percentage. I think it's around 20%, something like that. I think it's around that 50-20%. So I could live off from that for a long period of time. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. But it was different. I didn't have the mind fog. How do you call this? When
Brain
there's
fog.
the brain fog. There is
Yeah.
something which is just pulling you, or how can I say this? Because it's you want to think, but you cannot think clearly. It's like you're empty. Your mind is empty from the bullshit that you intake.
Mm.
And after starting to eat, that was the interesting part. That when I started eating, I don't know if you remember when you started eating, your body was empty. Like you felt that there's nothing inside, your stomach and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But after starting eating, you felt where is the food.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm. Yeah.
the first food that I intake was apples and oranges and all this stuff because it's
You need to eat fruits.
and vegetables and all this stuff. But I felt like it's in my stomach right now. It's getting digested, and after that it's somewhere else. And I felt where is the food,
Mhm.
and it was so different from before because you have this clear vision about your body, like what it's doing.
Mhm.
It was such a good experience, and what I realized that I was starting to eat any kind of food. Like the first day I started to eat some potatoes, you know, not smashed potatoes, but it was boiled potatoes. I ate some liver from the bárány.
Sheep.
Sheep, yeah, sheep liver, some a little bit. I ate, and I just got inflamed. You know,
Yeah.
everything just starting to inflammate me. Or is that? And that shouldn't happen. That's not a natural thing, or is it? Like inflammation, is it a natural thing?
Well, inflammation can happen from many causes, but for me, I didn't experience something like that because I'm used to intermittent fasting. So, like every day, I have a 6-hour window when I eat, and then it's an 18-hour fast. And I do this every day for like the past half a year. So I've got used to it. And when I did the 3-day fast, then it wasn't so difficult for me. It was strange for my body, but I didn't have any kind of harsh symptoms like
Yeah.
you did.
Well, it's not. It wasn't harsh symptom, but you know, it just when you started to digest, it was just starting to inflame it. Is this the right word for it? You know,
Yeah.
like your body gets bigger or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it was interesting because I thought like, what kind of food do we eat that does this? Like, okay, I'm used to eating. I eat some things, but it's just when you're empty, you feel the clear vision of your body, the clear path of your body. And you start to eat, and you can start to analyze that what you're eating maybe is not the best thing. Like it's not the best. But doing a fast like this was the greatest and the best experience because it just really puts you into a mindset which is not gained from anywhere else. Like, okay, I need to survive, I will survive, but it's just the mental framework of I can do this. What was your experience with the mindset and discipline which the fast built?
Yeah, it takes discipline to fast for that long, but first you need to accept the fact that you are not going to eat for that amount of time. When you accept that fact, then it's a bit easier. I'd say doing that fast didn't build as much discipline for me as like running 8 kilometers because like running is similar to fasting because every time when you run after a certain kilometers you will start to feel like I should stop, I cannot do this, I should quit, I should just walk home. And fasting is the same. As the minutes are passing, you just feel like you need to eat something. Same goes for running. When you run after a certain kilometers, you feel like you need to stop. But no, you don't need to stop. You could go forever.
Yeah, true. That is so true. And from my experience, I really haven't built the long running habit. I'm starting to run, like building the habit of running, and it's really hard. Like I do not have the right breathing way method, which is needed because I have pain in my stomach. You know, when air gets into it when it shouldn't,
Yeah.
and that's my problem. But I have to run to learn how to do it correctly. Like it's not that oh it hurts, I won't do it again. It hurts. If you
But-
want to do it correctly, do it again to learn.
Yeah, you need to learn the correct technique.
Yeah, it's different. But from the mindset point of view, because I haven't did that many runs and haven't built that long running habit, for me the fast was the hardest one. Gym is so easy.
Yeah, lifting some weights.
It's so easy. I don't know how can someone not go to the gym. If it's from price, because somewhere I can say that there is only one gym and it's costing $1,000 per month. There is someone has that problem, but bro, go to a gym. Like, what do? Like, build your physique, and that is the first shifting point of your mindset. Like, I can change my body. Yesterday I had a discuss with my girlfriend's family, with his mom, and I was talking to her, and she was she has this, she's 53 years old, and she starts to have this thing around
The
her.
belly fat.
Yeah, the belly fat. And she says that this is the thing which bothers me. And I said to her, like, if that thing bothers you so much, you are going to change it. Like, if it bothers you so much that you cannot leave, you are going to change it. And if not, oh, it should be good. It should be good, because I said that if it's a belly fat, like, she has around really good body percentage. She's not fat. She has nothing. She's slim, and she has only this body fat which starts to build up because she's getting older. And said to her, like, if you start to go to the gym, and you start to go to the gym, let's say 3 times a week, after a long period of time, the same calorie input that you intake, we're going to change that your fat will decrease and your muscle increases that much that the belly fat will go away.
Yeah.
What I said to her, that at least takes a whole year of consistently eating right and doing the right workouts 3 times a week. And that's the thing, because she's older and she doesn't want to like get more slimmer because she doesn't have that many fats, only the belly fat. So I said to her, that is the thing. It takes consistently working out. And she was like, I was like, if it really bothers you, we are going to change it.
Absolutely, yeah. If you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you will find a way to change it. Simple as that.
And she told me an example that she had a girlfriend, that after the first kid, she got really, really fat. And that thing that being fat bothered that woman so much that in 3 months she come back to the same clothes, like the same measurements, everything, because she was bothered by it.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. I'm going to pick up my thing.
Your thing. I need to pick up my thing.
I'm going to. It just dropped off. Yeah, I think I'm really, really hearable right now. So we should move on to the next section, which is the discipline building, because you have to build a discipline. It's not going to just happen to you. You have to build it. How was your experience with building the, let's say, first discipline of yours?
Well, building discipline is, I'd say, one of the most important things that you need as an entrepreneur. When I was starting my online businesses, I didn't really had that kind of discipline that I would work 12 hours a day, because I know that wouldn't be realistic. But I tried, and I reduced my sleep to like 4 hours a day. I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning, worked on my businesses because I had so many tries. I failed at so many business models. Nothing worked. Like, I tried affiliate marketing. I tried YouTube automation. I tried, dropshipping and theme pages. Like, so many things that other people portrayed as the easiest way to make money online, and nothing worked. So yeah, before school I had a 3-hour work session, and after school I did the work again, but it wasn't productive. I was just looking for answers. I was looking for YouTube videos that could show me the way to make these businesses. And I had to make the realization that these people online doesn't make their money by the methods that they are showcasing. And so what I was building was not discipline, but a wrong kind of work ethic, because I was searching for answers that didn't exist. So I had to change my approach when I tried so many things and I was so sick and tired of it, of not making progress, because that's where discipline is being built. When you try so many things, nothing works, and then you get back to the trenches. That's when the real progression happens. Because in the beginning you will make so many failures, and if nothing happens, you could either quit or you could either go on, move forward, and try to figure shit out for yourself. Nobody's gonna tell you like what you need to do specifically to solve your situation, especially if you don't have money to invest into personal coaches or programs. If you are broke, like you have nothing to your name, you have to figure this shit out for yourself. And I'd say those who figure this out for themselves are better entrepreneurs than those who just bought the success for themselves by some programs.
Yeah, I do agree on that. And it's really interesting to have someone who also tried every single business model that exists on this motherfucking planet. And, of course, not everyone, but, you know,
Most of the trending ones.
yeah, it's not going to make you some money because, oh, if I dropship this product, I'm going to make this much money. Nah. When I was starting, I thought like, I need that product, I need this thing, and it will work. No, what I need is education.
Yeah, self-education.
That was the change in my discipline. Like I was always looking for the one product, the one website, the one YouTube automation page, the one video which will get me approved to the YouTube program.
Yeah.
Nah, educate yourself. Like, have education, start learning, start reading books, start consuming the right content. And I think that's the point where discipline comes into place, because before than that, you're trying to run after a business model that,
That is not suitable for you.
yeah, and when you have the realization of, okay, I need education to start a business, to make something, to be better, to do anything, you need education. That's when you really have to be disciplined. Like sitting down every day, learning, reading a book, and not just reading it, because I read a book, I can say that I read a book, but having the right information put out so you can use it every time. It means noting something down, it means getting the education from the book to your head or instantly implementing it in your life. And I think that's where discipline really gets into place, because everyone who tries will go into one business model, the second business model, the third business model, and then realizes that, okay, maybe I succeeded here and there, but I'm not really putting in the real effort. Like Lubemas says the best. The difference is that someone makes in a dropshipping store, let's say 10K in a day. But can you make that consecutively every day? Because if not, it's a problem of education. It was Black Friday and I made $10,000 on a dropshipping store. Yeah, but can you make that dropshipping store every day consistently coming in $10,000? And I think that's where discipline comes in as education.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could say that discipline equals with education, because it's not so easy, because you have to have
You need
discipline to go to the
educate
gym
yourself.
and everything, but as you said, you need to have discipline to educate yourself.
Yes. And also, every single fucking guru on the internet are teaching business models, but that's level 1 of entrepreneurship. You need to start at level 0, and level 0 is your mindset. Level 0 is your mental frameworks. Like, how do you think? How do you interpret everything that you see, and how do you approach different business models? How do you approach different problems? That's where you need to start. You cannot start a business model without having the right mindset, without having the right mental frameworks, because of course it's not gonna work. You don't know anything about it. You don't know how to solve problems for people. You don't have any experience. Then how should it work? Like, how could it possibly work? You need to start at level 0, not at level 1.
To agree on this. And this is what people don't realize, that, okay, I want to make money. That's the first need everyone has. But business is, and entrepreneurship is not about the money. It's solving problems.
Yeah.
And as you said, level 0 is the fact that you learn why are you doing something.
Absolutely.
Let's say you're on a dropshipping store, because that's the most easiest one. You pick out a product. That's level 1. Why do you build a dropshipping store? You want to sell something. How do you want to sell it? Like digitally or a physical product? Where do you want to sell? Like having the right foundation about knowledge. Like let's say, what's the average cart? How do you say average cart price? Let's say in America. How would you price your product so it could sell easily?
Yeah.
And having the right frameworks of sorry, I don't know, tired or something, because English word doesn't pop in my head.
Yeah, the thing is that we planned this shoot and nothing goes as planned because the weather is like shit, the wind is blowing, soon it will start raining, and yeah.
We have to be fast a bit, because if it starts raining, then this shot is over. We have to go into the car or something like that. But what I wanted to say is de lungös jut eszembe.
Lunge? What kind of lunge?
I want to say, you need to have this. Lunge. Besides, yeah! So, besides having the right level 0 foundation of knowledge about the business model, you need to have the right mental frameworks. And what do I mean by the right mental frameworks? Firstly is that everything needs to solve a problem. Everything needs to solve a problem. And you have to understand that if you want to sell something, you need to come in as a problem solver. And if you don't have this mental framework, okay, I want to sell something. Who do you want to sell it to? Like, someone needs to have that problem. It can be as easy as a course, as simple thing as a shaker like this. Like, who has the problem of not having a shaker, and why does he need a shaker? If I want to dropship, let's say, because I don't think someone wants to build a company about shakers, but dropship maybe. Like, what is the problem
that your shaker is going to solve for them?
Yeah, and
why is it better than the competition?
Yeah.
What kind of problems does it solve specifically?
And that's the thing. Mental frameworks like this need to exist in your mind. Because if you just think about the money, yeah, money is good, money will come. Yeah, money will come from the dropshipping store. But if you don't really solve a problem, you cannot make a business.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't really speak English right now, or maybe it's my problem.
No, it is. It is a disaster. It is a disaster.
Truly a raw talk here. We are not gatekeeping anything, This is the raw talk of us just speaking.
The thing is, we want these podcasts to go on like forever. I'd say.
Yeah.
So even these parts when we don't even know what to say, like words are simply not coming to my mouth. It's so strange because yesterday night I spent so many hours just listening to podcasts, looking at people, how they speak, how they talk to each other, how they answer certain questions, how they approach each other. I was learning, I was studying because I was watching back our previous podcasts and I had many realizations that how should I improve my speech, how should I improve how I present myself on the camera. And when it comes to implementation, it's a lot harder, it's different. You need to put the reps in, and that's why we are recording these videos. Like a few years from now, if we make it, I wouldn't say to the top, but if we level up, then it will be so funny for many people to watch back these videos look at these two goofballs sitting in front of a camera in a forest, and they don't even know how to speak
Yeah.
English properly.
It's because we need to put in the right steps to get to the next level, and it's all about discipline. Like, this is a form of discipline.
Yes,
Who
it
the
is.
fuck wants to go out into a forest, search for a spot to put down the camera, sit down in front of the cameras, talk English in a not English speaker country, and it's our third language. Who the fuck wants to do that? Like, we came from the gym. I had legs.
Hat?
Hat, yeah. I hit them on the fucking legs. My bro
Yes.
hit the trembolon acetate. The tran.
It
Yeah,
is a
bro.
Ki kell vágni.
Fuck.
My bro hit the shrine.
The trembolon acetate.
Entrepreneurs
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
At least we are funny, you know.
For ourselves.
Yeah, we are lucky.
Imagine the guy who wants to learn something watching this video.
Comes in and hears that my boy hit the tram.
It is a disaster. Yes.
Mindset. How can we talk about mindset now? We can't, bro. I think this is needed. Like, this is a full raw talk. Like, this is a fully raw talk. Talking shit around. But it feels good, you know. And you're always trying to just go
Go for it, yeah.
push. Like the other two raw talk podcasts was like fully in the
We were
mindset.
immersed
Yeah.
into that.
But right now it's just funny.
Yes.
We almost died coming here in the car.
Fuck you mean almost that?
Bro pulled in at 130 kilometer per hour. Yeah.
Yeah, the winter tires are the best. They
Yeah.
have, the grip strength.
gripper.
It's gripping. It's gripping. You don't need summer tires. They are not gripping.
Yeah, true.
You might lose some speed.
Who cares?
Your fuel economy might be bad, but
Who cares?
you buy some nice winter tires. You have big ass
Have you seen
grip on the road, and you can do this.
You do the fun stuff. Have you seen
Do
the
the
video
fun
when
stuff.
Greta Thunberg starts to talk and it changes to combustion engine? Yeah.
She's funny.
Actually,
I think she's just an entertainer. She is not a climate activist. In it,
let them be.
let them be.
Actually, habits, discipline are almost similar, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any bad habits?
Bad habits?
Bad habits that you think that they are bad habits? Like, this is, yeah, we can talk about good habits and all this stuff, but do you have bad habits? Like bad?
Bad,
Down
like,
bad.
like down bad,
Down
like really
bad.
bad. If I can say it in an instant, that means I don't have really bad habits. Bro, like, I don't know, maybe when I'm trying to consume intentionally content to get some ideas, I get caught up and I scroll more.
Yeah, you
You
switch
know-
to doom scroll.
Yeah, then but I realize it after a few minutes.
Yeah, and you stop.
But I need to break that cycle
Mhm.
because when I'm consuming content, I'm intentional about it.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I wanna get some ideas, I wanna see what other people are cooking up,
Mhm.
I don't wanna be the one consuming the content, I wanna create, but in order to create, I have to see what others are creating.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting mental shift because this summer I had days when my screen time was over 10 hours.
Boo. What?
Yeah,
10
yeah.
hours.
10 hours, yeah, it was crazy because on YouTube I spent like 6 hours, 4 hours on Instagram. And I was consuming bullshit. Like,
Everything. That
yeah,
was
yeah, everything.
Every second day a guru popped up. Yeah, bro, this is how you make $10,000
Yeah,
by
because
dropshipping.
when you are desperate, you are trying to find your way out, but you are not asking yourself. That's when this mental shift happened to me. When I realized I don't need to listen to these guys, I need to listen to myself. I need to learn myself. I need to learn self-discipline to sit down with yourself, to sit down with myself and have a talk. It is hard. When you sit down in silence for 30 minutes, it feels like 3 hours because there are no sensory inputs, or how should I say, there's nothing bothering you, there's only you and your mind and the voices in your head. And so you need to choose which narrative are you pursuing, because there's always two narratives in your head. One of them is saying that you cannot make it because of this, because of that, the people will think this about you, and these are the reasons why it shouldn't work. And the other kind of narrative is when your mind is telling you, they did this, you can do this too. They did this, but you can do this better.
Yeah.
They had this approach, but you can have this kind of approach. So yeah, I would say I'm pretty good on the habit side. I developed a good habit stack for myself, which is sustaining me and making me a better person every day. But it hurts when I realize that, oh shit, I'm doom scrolling,
yeah.
I'm not actually intentionally consuming content.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not eating sugary foods, I'm drinking clean spring water,
Yeah.
I'm waking up in the morning doing my work, so yeah, working out, like everything else sticks out. For you? Or do you have any kind
I-
of bad habits?
When you were thinking, I was also thinking, I just one popped in my head, which was but I'm switching this up. When I'm pooping, I just start to scroll, like, bro, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
damn.
really bad habit. Like, you
I have
You
a good
spend-
life hack for that.
and I changed that. Do you know to what I changed it? Every time I sit down, I realize, okay, I'm here. I'm always scrolling. I'm going to change it. I put on the Luke Belmar data sets and put it on a shelf and let that be.
Yeah, listen
Let's
to
do
it.
my stuff, and I will listen to it.
Yeah.
And that's the W for me, and that's how I change it, because I want to be intentional about what I do. It's not that you have to be intentional about what you are doing.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm intentional about. Okay, I'm there. If my phone is in my hand, I'm going to scroll. So I put the Lou Belmar datasets from Spotify. I put it on a shelf, and even if I don't listen to it and I just think all the time, that doesn't matter. The thing is, I don't want to be doom scrolling, because when that happens, that's really bad.
That hurts. Yeah. The way now that you said this, I had this bad habit also, and the way how I solved it is right after school is over, I turn off my phone in school, and when I arrive at home, it takes more mental energy to turn it on again, input my PIN code. So if my phone is turned off and it is in my bag, I put down my bag on the couch, I do my stuff in the bathroom, I get ready to work, I go up to my room and I work. And then it cannot bother me, it cannot trigger that doom scrolling, and this is how
Yeah.
I solve this
I also
problem.
had similar problem in school. Like in school, I didn't know what to do on the classes, and I started to scroll. Like let's say I do have Facebook installed. Not a lot of people have Facebook installed, but I
Mhm.
do have it, and just start to look at random memes. But
Yeah.
that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, school is
And
interesting.
do
The
you know
same
how I
was for
solved it?
me.
I did not remove it. I was like, okay, I need to remove it, but my limiting belief had that, not limiting belief, but the belief of don't remove it, bro, it's needed, da da da. Okay, let it be. I just removed it from the home screen.
Hmm.
I will not search it up from the apps. Like, bro, I'm
Yeah.
not that stupid to search it up. But when it's on the home screen, you just
You just wanna
for
tap it.
mind muscle, from muscle
Muscle
memory,
memory. Yeah.
you just push it, like, and you start to do it, and you are not intentional about it. But I removed it. I have to intentionally type in the
The application to
yeah, to
access
get it. And nah, bro, I don't really use it. And that's the way. Of course, everyone has bad habits, but if you can be intentional about it, you can switch it up. So that's the first thing you have to realize that it's a bad habit. And after you realize that it's a bad habit, you can take action for it to not exist anymore. And there's a quote like, if you realize there is a problem, the problem is half resolved.
Hmm.
So
That's so true.
I think that's the way.
Yeah, school is interesting. I had some similar problems because in school breaks I tend to launch up a game on my phone and just play. But the thing is, when you have just 10 minutes of break, um, you can't really do anything. Like, you can't really get into a work ethic, you can't do many stuff. And then you are just seeking cheap dopamine,
Yeah.
which is a bad thing. It would be much better to go out and just have a walk around the school on those
10 minutes.
in those 10 minutes. Yeah.
And I have this problem as well. But right now I don't have any stuff like this. But me and the boys just start to do stupid things. Like
Stupid things.
we are going to fight and do stuff like this. So it's just taking the time off from your phone is better. I don't know. I don't care if we are fighting or something like that. I'm not on my phone and scrolling. I think that's a W
Hmm.
in a nutshell. But cheap dopamine is so bad, so bad. Like, it was Easter, and okay, I said that I'm going to be today with my family. I'm not going to work. It's Easter. I've never done this. Like in Christmas, I was working. Okay, it's Easter. I will be with my family. And we were having such a good talks. Like we were playing table board games and we were doing stuff. But my brother said that let's play some game. Like computer games. And I have the Sea of Thieves downloaded on my laptop, which is so shit that Windows are so Windows is a big shit. Like, so it was downloaded on my PC, and my bro said that let's pull it up and let's do something, and we played for 2 hours, 3 hours. It's just my mind is just craves it.
Mm.
That was a good feeling for you, bro. Please play again. No, fuck you, mind. I want going to play it again. Like it was such a good feeling, you got the cheap dopamine from playing that game. It was such a good feeling playing that game. You want it again? Yeah. No, fuck you. I don't want you in my mind, please. And this is a problem for my brother. Like my brother always says to me, he's playing Rocket League a ton. But not that he's just playing on a competitively and all this stuff, but he puts on a podcast and comes in and starts to play Rocket League and listens to the podcast. And I said that is not a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like stop the Rocket League. Just
Yeah. My
listen to
roommate does the same. He launches up a Andrew Tate podcast 4 hours long, and he starts playing Stardew Valley or something like that.
No, I don't think it's a good thing to do. Like if you
It's
want to
not.
listen to a podcast,
Then you listen to the
podcast.
podcast.
Or
Yeah.
do something habitually. Like, okay, for him, that is a habitual thing. But I think that also gives him a ton of cheap dopamine. So that's why he's just this.
He needs to keep his attention up by playing something.
I think if he would just draw something, like start drawing circles or something, anything which is not a game. Like game just gives you a ton of cheap dopamine because it feels like it's reality. Because it's the games nowadays are so good, like it feels like they are reality, and I think that's a really bad thing to do because let's say you get a rank somewhere, you get a good rank, and you start to think about, okay, I'm good because I got this rank. No, I don't think so. What was the last game you've played actually?
Um, Helldivers 2. It
Yeah.
was launched recently.
You played in
Yeah,
school.
it seemed like a fun game, and it was, and it is. But right now I'm in a season of my life and I cannot let games control my time and attention. So I completely deleted it. I did a clean install on my laptop, and right now I only have the Adobe Creative Suite, DaVinci Resolve, and the browser. That's it.
I have the Sea of Thieves downloaded, but I'm going to delete it because I don't need it.
Yeah, the thing is, playing games with your boys is fun when you don't have anything else to do, but you always have something to do. Like right now, we cannot let ourselves down and just play video games because we are in a season of our lives where we
Building.
need to build.
Yeah, and I have this thing in my head that I also heard from Andrew Tate, which is that life isn't for you to be happy. Like for a man, life isn't for you to be happy. And I just really thought about this because I always seeked happiness. Or let me play this game because I will feel happy, or let me do this because I feel. No, I don't care about happiness from now on. I only care about my family, my relationships with others. I don't care about, to me, being happy. I won't ever sit down like I'm hope in the future if I watch it back. I hope that I will not sit down and start playing console games or PC games or anything. No. I only do the things which or builds relationships with family, with friends. Like of course if Christopher pulled up to me to play this game, I would laugh at him because you're not
Nah.
that guy. But
Nah.
if let's say someone else who I know is a good friend of me, but not in a, of course they want to build businesses like me, if he would come to me like play these video games with me, I would say no, fuck you, don't care. If you want to do something, let's go and do something. Go to the gym together, that's fun. But I won't sit down to play video games together with you.
Yeah.
But I have this mental framework of I don't do anything which is not good for me. Like not in a sense of course I will not cut my fingers because it's not good for me, but I won't sit down and play video games because it's not good for me. And I don't think it's needed. Like anytime I have free time that let's say I don't have planned work to do, I can sit down and read something which puts me in a better situation. Not that I need to play video games. And I think a lot of people should change this mental framework of not seeking happiness, but seeking the work. Like I don't care about anything else than work and family, and relationships with.
Your boy.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I don't care about. I don't want to be happy. I want to take care of my family.
And that brings you happiness.
Yeah. I can say that you can sit back and do anything in your life. That's happiness for me. I don't care to be happy. Like I will not do the work because I wouldn't be happy. Do I give a damn fuck about it? No. I couldn't care less about me being happy. I don't know if you have this mental framework or not.
Yes, I have. And also I see that me and you are familiar in this because we are both the type of people who are getting happiness from making someone else happy. So when we provide something for others, that brings us happiness.
Yeah.
Whether we would just give something for ourselves, that wouldn't bring that much happiness. And so, Yeah, I think this is the difference between us and other people, that we like to provide and other people like to receive, which is not a bad thing, you know, but it definitely plays a huge role in how you approach business opportunities.
And of course, life. Like, if you always seek happiness, you will not be happy. Like, happiness, you cannot run after happiness. Happiness will come to you in the right time. Like, if I, let's say, in 10 years, I will have 3 kids, I will have, let's say, a good house, a good business, running everything smoothly, happiness will come to me.
Yes.
But I cannot run after happiness. Okay, please let me play this game because it brings me joy. Do I give a damn? No, no,
No.
no. And I think this is the right mental framework. I know if this video would get a ton of views, a ton of people would comment down, but you need happiness in your life, you need to be happy. Why? Like, why should I seek happiness? Like, bro, please. Who and why could you say that doing this doesn't bring me happiness, or doing a business or building a business? Like, happiness is so different for everyone. But the guys who say that, oh, play video games or do something that gives you joy, like, this gives me joys. That going to the gym is such a good feeling to me. Like, I feel happy, and it's just a different mental framework.
Yeah. There's a big difference between being happy and being fulfilled. Being happy can be from various sources, but being fulfilled, you won't feel fulfilled if you drink all night. You won't feel fulfilled if you are doing drugs or anything like that. You are just escaping reality. You are not building anything long term. And like, people don't even think about building something long term. They are living day after day, night after night, doing the same shit over and over again to escape reality. Why would you escape reality? Like, why can't you make the world a better place than contributing into its downfall? Like, damn.
There's the creators and the consumers.
Yes.
There is a company who created that type of beverages, and they are the guys who consumes it. The creators make money off it, and the consumers, well, we don't talk about the consumers. We shouldn't talk about the consumers. So,
Well, the thing is, if everyone would become a creator, then there wouldn't be consumers. But that's not the case.
Yeah,
like,
but-
there,
there will be consumers.
that will never be the case, that we would run out of consumers, because there's always people who have problems, and we always need to solve problems to make their lives better
Yeah.
in that certain domain. That doesn't mean that the businessman who is providing solutions is an evil man. He's just trying to make someone else's life better via providing a solution. And if you
Yeah.
are a consumer who needs the solution, then good for you. Be happy.
Yes, sure. Agreed on this. Yesterday I was with GF's family, and we had a discussion about college degrees. Like, you need college degrees, and I was like, no, I won't go to university. And I was like, no, you're so smart.
Yes, that's why I don't need university.
That's why I don't go to university. Like, getting a degree is so easy. Like, no one can say to me that you cannot get a degree. Like, it's easy. But the thing is that if you want to be an average, a mediocre guy, go to university. I cannot say that it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. Go. If you want, go. I will say that that's not for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we would start arguing with someone who wants to go to university, like, what would they argue? What are the benefits? What would they say? Because they spend 5 years of their life there, they pay for tuition, they are stuck there listening to someone who doesn't
done
even practice what they are preaching, and at the end of all of this, they got a paper, they got a certificate, and when
it.
they are trying to find a job to work, they ask for fucking work experience. They are not asking for papers, they are asking for work experience. Like, what are the benefits of getting a degree?
And we were talking, and I pulled up the people who have the best companies in our circle, like in Romania,
Hmm.
and they said that none of them has any degrees. Most of them have eighth school or eighth grade.
Eighth grade.
Eighth grade, and I was
Yeah.
like, then what are you speaking about, man? And they had to agree with me, like, you don't need the college degree. You need knowledge. You need the right path. You need the right mental frameworks.
The
And
right kind of education.
I said to them, like, you know Zoli, Orbán Zoltán Zottyó.
That you,
He has the
Yes.
best company around. And I said to them, like, that guy doesn't even have college degrees, anything. He has the best business around here. And I said to them that if he were teaching in a university, like in a full university about businesses, he would teach something, I would consider going there.
yeah.
But if a guy who just read a book and gives that book, the knowledge from the book to you in a university, why the fuck do you go there? Like, please, you can read the same book, you can get the same interpretation from any kind of online searching.
Yeah, and for this, I was talking with one of our classmates, and she said that, but I wouldn't have the drive to do it for myself. I need someone to give me the structure. I'm like, why? Like, I don't need a structure from someone else for me to learn the stuff that I need to learn. Why do you need someone else to tell you what to do? Well, I wouldn't be able to do that on my own.
Meh.
Okay, then that's the reason why you are still here, and that's the reason why you will be still here after 5 years.
Yeah, and I know that it's the simple right mental framework. Like, I want to go to university so I can learn this stuff. Like, I wouldn't want to learn this stuff if I wouldn't be in a university. Then you want to be mediocre. You want to be average. Like, okay, then you don't need a college degree to be mediocre. Like, you don't need it.
Yeah. Why would you even get a college degree to prove that you are an average?
AI will come and 80% or 90% of the works will be replaced.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
If you're a mediocre guy, like, that's what I could say, because
Done.
it's not that we are not mediocre. In the entrepreneurship businesses, we are mediocre.
Yeah.
We couldn't get to the top. But
Yeah, but
yet.
we are working on it.
But we have the drive. We don't need anyone to tell us that, okay, please do it, or do for yourself, or do something. Like, no one needs to tell us this. We are going to do what needs to be done. We have the discipline, we have the mental frameworks, we have the courage to do it. And I think that's the difference between, oh, I need a university, I need this, I need that. No, you need a mindset that you know what you want to do, and you are going to do the work which is needed. Because lots of people will go to a university, and in the first year they are going to change to a different university because it was bad. Like, and why do you think anything else will be better? Like,
And also, if you remember, we had every single week someone from a university come to our school and hold a presentation. And every time when we asked, would you do it again? They said no. Like,
there
why?
was a girl who had a business,
Yeah,
and she said that everything, and she's informatics, something like that. She said that everything is learnable in a short period of time. That is going to be taught at a university.
Yeah.
You don't need it. And like, and why do we care about universities?
well, we don't care, but
We not. We do not.
the thing is, we see the things that other people don't see. They don't know that, like, if you ask anyone, what's the point of going to school for 12 years? To go to university, okay. Then what's the point of going to university? To get a job.
Nah.
I don't need university to get a job.
Yeah.
I don't even need the 12 years of indoctrination to get a job. Like, are you spending 17, 18 years of your life just to get a job that pays minimum wage?
Yeah. Nah, bro.
Like, bruh. and they can't even argue with this. Because that's the ultimate goal, to get a job, to get a stable job. Oh, what a stable job. Anytime I could get replaced by AI, what a good, stable job. Really.
That's my favorite. Like, uh, if I remember it right, when Elon Musk bought the Twitter, the X,
Yes,
how many percentage of the company was fired?
80%.
Like, it's a good, stable job. Yeah, he didn't even need AI to replace it. Like, they
Yeah.
just didn't. There was nothing. I can't even say it. Like, if you just click to at an email to send it to someone else, like, not even AI is much more better to you. It doesn't
Yeah,
even
a
need
few
to
years
exist.
ago, if you wanted to post consistently on social media, you needed to hire a social media manager for $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Right now, you are paying a $20 subscription to post on all of your social media platforms, to get analytics, to optimize your content, to get feedback in real time, and you're only paying $20.
Yeah,
Like,
so much different.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should wrap it up.
Yeah, it was really interesting because I think they're a bit tired. Are we tired or tomorrow is school? And I think that's the problem because
Yes, that's
a really bad
bugging my
problem.
mind
because
right
we
here.
know that or this evening or yes tomorrow morning we have to go to back to the other
To the
city.
indoctrination camps.
And yeah, and it's really bad because it fucks your mind. But yeah, and I think this is us. Like, this is the real talk, and I can't imagine someone watching through the whole episode right now. But if someone does it, if someone
Good
does
job,
it,
good job. This is real life. This is how
this is the raw talk. And
you level up.
we will meet you in the next one.
Peace.
Jó, seggem, hogy fa.
Ah.
Addig legviccesebb volt.
Az biztos.
Én nem tudom, de úgy kellett, hogy nem jött semmi szó angolul.